penalty box. Do we have to still go back? Okay, let's go back.
A couple things. Yeah, PayPal. I saw a couple people mentioning this. PayPal up on the launch of an ad business. So they're going to use the tracking data they've collected in regards to payments that they process to launch targeted ads. So PayPal up 2%. Neil, you were just asking about that INSM. There was a positive late stage or positive data from a late stage lung disease trial that came through on that one.
That INSM, first off, like that is a decent chance for a halt possibly today with the gap as big as it is. So the spread is almost $1 sometimes, but 50 cents right now with only 2 minutes to go till the open. It's a wide spread. On a normal day, maybe to be on the radar, but not on a GameStop day, because at the open, if GameStop's going to take it out at the top, this is now 24. Ignore these dark pool wicks. Your high is like 24.30 on GameStop. If it's going to take it out right at the open, I think this is a chance to halt with like the 21 level as well going back into GameStop. You will probably see me in and out of BITF from time to time. We've already talked about that one. But GME off the open in about 90 seconds or so. Tesla, we talked about that one, looking for a sell side play on Tesla. I guess it must have come out of sell imbalance. Tesla was just $1 higher a second ago. I didn't see that on the sell imbalance.
Same thing with Apple. I mean, Apple dropped $1. I don't know.
Okay. No, yeah, they're not. There's no imbalances there. Not on Tesla, anyways.
All right, so we just got long on Apple. I mean, we tried to get some longer down here at 191. We put down on our order that this is where we like the stock. So we'll go small right now on Apple just because of this pre-market move to the downside. But it is just one of those names that is continuing southbound. We talked about Amazon. That got hit a little bit there. And Neil just mentioned, and I see in the chat there, Tesla as well, some concerns here. I was looking at 174 for Tesla. So I think if we get down into those areas, we definitely want to make sure that we have a look there as well. So I'm just making sure I log in and get everything ready to go. GME, just a quick little look as well here. We have less than 30 seconds to go right now.
So there's a dramatic pause.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Gotta do more than just trading around here sometimes. There it is. So we are now long on Apple even more right now. So okay,
here we go.
Early position. Here we go. To my guy Sharif there. Enjoy the day off. But we now are in that 10-second realm of chaoticness. So here we go. What's up, Adara? Get ready.
Market is open.
In just 3, 2, and 1, and welcome to what is not Manic Monday. And I believe I put on the sticky note something about it being Monday. Okay, here we go. Here's Apple right now to the upside, 191 and change. Falling back in, trying to get a base. We're long Apple early.
Yeah, Apple looking like it's making a dip. GME, no move just yet. Still not open on GameStop. I'm on the bid of Apple, but GameStop not really open. Okay, I just got into Apple. You want that first print from the NYSE, and it looks like we're headed to the downside on GameStop here. So trading down through 23. I'm going to cancel my breakout because that is not really going. We had mentioned Tesla was headed down right off the bat. Canceling offer on Tesla at 179 because it's at 175 already. So Tesla getting smoked a little bit here off of the open. We'll have to wait for a short to pop in there. And then NVIDIA, that's right back underneath the 1100 level, but we still have a chance of that dip. Remember 930, there's been dip and rip situation on NVIDIA in the past. Still waiting for that first portion, which would be the dip trade. GameStop doesn't look like it wants to go to the upside. Oh, I might have missed a chance to get into BITF. It's got a good level here. A good level at 15s to maybe work off of for Bitfarm.
All right, we're going to see if we can just keep having Apple just settle down a little bit here and let it settle down just a bit. GameStop is dropping into $22. So again, what could have been something doesn't appear to be anything right now as you fall back in on GME right now. So just again, I don't think you need to be too careful with this stock. It's not lots of liquidity. Obviously, it's starting to head to the downside now as traders come in and take profit off of a 20% plus gain. But maybe a breakthrough of $23. Let's put a buy if we break $23 here on GameStop and just play. I'd rather play the momentum long than anything else. So let's not play dips right now. Let's play momentum back to the upside and take a 23 bid
11-11
right now. Yeah, NVIDIA's off.
11-10.
Yeah,
AMD
is 169. So it looks like it's just NVIDIA doing the heavy lifting right now in the semis. Maybe a possible short in SMH then if it's just going to be one name running, but NVIDIA up, and away she goes.
Yeah, DraftKings starting to pull back in. It'll get to 10% down if it hits like 36.70 or so. So that 37 level, I think, has a chance to come into play. Tesla's just still. I mean, Tesla's still getting spanked here. There just hasn't even been a bid on this thing. So I don't even think. Like at this point, we said we're going to be patient with it. Why do I have 2 offers?
AMD's trying to come in a bit
on Apple. So Apple trying to get back above 191.5. I'm going to throw an offer in front of the 90 level as well. So if we bounce back into 192, we want to take another leg out there. GME continues to fall, but it is. I mean, it's NVIDIA that's stealing the show here. At 11, I said 11.11. It's like 11.10.73 current highs on NVIDIA as this one continues to fly. Yeah, we thought there'd be a dip and rip on this one. The only problem with that is there was no dip whatsoever.
No, there was not.
Oh my goodness, Coinbase 240.
Oh my God. So right now we are running Apple. We just got to get some out. Yes, we have 3 fills there on Apple. We're long at 191.30s. This is a monster trade again. It's 35 cents in the money. It's Apple, and we are really starting to go. What's up, Adara?
In addition to NVIDIA, there's another semiconductor falling back a little bit here, but some upside, and that's going to be Micron MU, up just shy of 2% right now, though it is falling off a little bit here. Worth noting with regards to Micron, a Japanese newspaper yesterday reported that Micron is looking to invest a significant amount of yen in an advanced DRAM facility in Hiroshima, so nice look for MU, guys.
Yeah, good look there.
All right, good luck. Yeah, we're not, so we can't really hear what Adara's saying. So I apologize.
Yeah, sorry guys. It's just, they have to yell really loud because we don't have our earpieces on for Unity. I was trying to quickly yell out that not GameStop, Coinbase was breaking out. I keep looking over at GameStop, hoping something will actually happen positively there. But Coinbase just broke the 240 level. It's a triple top from last week as it's continuing to rally to the upside. BTC is only at 68. Here. So I will look for a trend. If it can hold 239, I think it's going to be nasty. I just took some out in front of 192 in Apple as that continues to go into the upside. But Coinbase has to be added to this. And I was in and out of Bitfarm. I'm going to look for the 210 level next. But I want to see VWAP hold on Coinbase before I got involved in that one. The other thing that's kind of going crazy, well, okay, never mind. I mean, obviously it's the story of NVIDIA to the upside, but AMD just pulled back $2 here while NVIDIA is at the high of the day. So you're getting that weird divergence again, and it's right into yesterday's top. This is one of those, if it's rejecting the highs and we're going down when NVIDIA is going up, I don't want to sit on the falling knife this time on AMD. I might take 1 or 2 shots at it, but it's going to be really tight stops, and if it's not holding higher lows or holding the same level, I don't want to fight this sucker.
All right, here it is right here. We talked about a completely different style of trading. And for me, it's just take the best trades. I said even before we sat down, Apple was going to be the #1 trade for me today. And that's exactly the only thing that we've been looking at. So we have Apple long, we have it at the very bottom, and now we're just starting to take pieces out as it goes back up to the upside. So we'll just go bang on that one, and we'll see if we can get $1 clean right away. It pretty much, there it is right there. I know Neil has it, a little bit of a better price right there. Put it on the board. There's your first trade of the day for me. It's a $1 winner, and it just goes upside. And we put on some shares. So again, pretty happy with the performance right now on this one. I kind of agree with AMD, but potentially should have bought it there. It went down into the 200 period moving average, but a little bit too early. 936 right now coming into play for AMD. It's still a little early in the day, so I'm going to wait for that 166 level that we really thought we liked. So that's going to be a level there for that. We could quickly check out on Tesla just to see what's happening here. So Tesla's at our 174 level. So again, I'm getting those AMD moments again here because we're feeling, okay, we'll go to it in a second. We are feeling like Tesla is at a level that we do like. We did this on AMD and I didn't take it. Is it time to do it on Tesla right now? 173 and change bottom. But bad news about Tesla, down 3%. What's up, A?
And let's look here for LIDR. This is AI is the name of the company. We do have this nice pop-up here, about 21% to the upside. As you can see in the daily chart, this one has run in the past. We had a 1-for-30 reverse split going back at the end of the year. Currently up, not seeing any news, but 17.5% short float. They reported earnings a couple weeks ago. LIDR, guys.
are there. DraftKings went 10% to the downside just now.
Kaboom.
So it just wicked 36, 64, whatever. It was like 70 or something that was SSR. On the way back to the upside, I just grabbed 83s. I think VWAP is going to be in play here. So I keep saying GameStop. It's wild. Like, I have GameStop on my mind way too much this morning. But DraftKings looking for the push back into VWAP here, as it's now gone short sell restricted. So I should take some on the offer for the first move here in front of 37. We're going to get some 37.25s, and then 37.5 would be that target here. Bounce off VWAP. So SSR bounce here on DraftKings, as we'll try to ring the register on this bad boy. Remember, bad news with the state of Illinois as well. Unfortunately, I think it's not good news for them necessarily in the long term, but bounce because it went 10% down.
All right, good trade there. Fire off the hot dog cannons again, because there it is on Tesla. Now we're 50 cents. So by the way, we're $1.30 in the money on Apple, and we're 50 cents in the money on Tesla. And it's been such a good morning again for us here. And like I said, remember I said about how, you know, like, we were stuck in traffic. It didn't even get a chance to do like our proper preparation. But the thing is that you know what you know. And I mean, we had been hitting Tesla for a while. We've been hitting, obviously, Apple. I sat down here and said, you know what's going to be the #1 trade of the day before the day even started? Apple. And there it is right now. I mean, hopefully the guys behind us have this trade as well. Now $1.70 in the money. Off Apple. I mean, it dipped in. We took it in the pre-market. We like that trade. So there it is right here. It's a big one. It is on your sticky note. So there it is now. Did you forget about Dre? All right. Nowadays, everybody want to talk.
They got something to say.
Sometimes they got something to say, but you know.
Nothing comes out when they move the lips, just a bunch of gibberish, and everybody asks and forgot about Dre.
That's
and I'm
right.
also trailing out of Apple right here. I'm going to give you the reason why in a quick little second. It's station to station, 191 into 193. So this was check that. This was last week's high. I almost said yesterday's. Last week's high. So dips into 91, holds on to this high. If there's another long, it's either off the same level, or we're trending above 193, or we're looking at VWAP in there. So first long, bounce off a bottom, get some out there, get it all out in front of 193. If we hold 193, we look long over, or we look for a VWAP dip. DraftKings is almost at target. I'm actually noticing GameStop is catching a bid here. So it's not $21 where I liked it, but it is getting pretty strong off the bottom here back through 22. So instead of waiting around for 21 even, if we hold a higher low on GameStop, I'm going to look for a bounce play off 22 into this local bottom, which is at like 21.65. So GME trying to hold up. It's only 16% up. This thing was up like 25% in the pre-market. Now we're only 16. So it needs to put up a higher low, or we just end up waiting for that 21 level. DraftKings did get into VWAP there, just barely wicking it. I'm going to hold. I've already taken some out in front of VWAP. If we get a higher low at 37, I'll look for a punch through into 38 as well. So just in DraftKings left, as now NVIDIA is up 5%.
All right, we are.
Of course it is.
We're here, guys, and this is exactly what we're trying to do. You know, this has been a big day, and like, you know, you just got to sit down, chip in a chair. All right, Alibaba, Amazon. I mean, Amazon's on a little bit of a heater right now as well, going back up to the upside. We just got 193s on Apple for $1.50 there on AAPL. We got 192.95 there, something like that. So big trade alert over there for sure. You guys can see that. All right, so Amazon just went on a run there. I don't really know what was up with that, but it sure did. And we were thinking a little bit bearish on this name as well. So, and we, you know, like I said, I love the name here with Amazon, but I'm going to start to short a little bit against that top wick that we were just put in right there. And I'm taking this against myself here, by the way, as you guys can see that. So this could be a mistake for sure. Downside there, got going. So let's not average in too much more. That's 180, 130. I don't really have too much more to talk about other than let's try Amazon now. We don't want to try to give everything back. I mean, Tesla right now, we have $2. We've done 2 trades today, both of them Dollar Club members. So we'll wait to see if Tesla could just tick up a little bit higher than that. But right now, our newest position in trouble a little bit, Amazon, as it's starting to go a little upside here against us. We just tried to take a few more shares there at 11s and 15s. Looks like we missed it for now. We still should get that fill, I hope. If not, come back in, baby. We're short right now at 93. So I'm pretty okay with these positions. But for right now, Amazon short against 181.50.
Oh my goodness, GameStop does not hold on to that lower high at all, or higher low, I should say. It just broke the bottoms. It looks like 21 is going to be incoming. So the $21 support level, it was just aftermarket on Friday that it bounced off that level. We're going to look for the long off of that. DraftKings looking to double bottom as well. Might get a reload there. First things first, Apple is at VWAP and trying to hold on. The market just took out the lows. Again, but I'm going to get this VWAP on Apple in here. So 192.20 we like here on Apple. We're going to get involved in that one. And then DraftKings right back into that same bottom, looking for a double bottom here on DraftKings.
3 for 3 right now. Adara.
Pineapple Energy continuing to move to the upside over the last few days. You can see at the bottom of this daily chart here. Right now, up over 125%. This one is a penny stock. It does have a catalyst, though. After market close on Friday, announced that its Sun Nation subsidiary did sign for a 1.95 megawatt project. So, project update for PEGY to the upside, guys.
We are in the building here today, man. Thankfully, maybe we'll just be stuck in traffic every day. That might be our secret right here. Amazon, 50 cents now. Look at Amazon starting to go to the downside. Apple, we're almost out of it. Took all of that. We just got out of Tesla up here as well. Like, this day is just, honestly, I mean, it's going to be one of these kind of days right here early, and we were late 45 minutes today. We'll put the trophy on the desk, and we'll sit here and wait to see what happens, man. It's Amazon, 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 Amazon. I love this trade because we talked about wanting to get short on something. All right, we found Amazon. I was like, Amazon's ripping up here. We indicated it earlier on that it's had a bad little run here. It went for a little bit of a jog. We took advantage of it, so let's take some more out. There it is, 42s out. Top of the day, back into the 50-period moving average. We will take that, man. We are mooning here today. We got to check out some of these other names, but this has been quite the morning. Congratulations, everybody who has anything like this, because so far so good here. Apple $1, Amazon 70 cents, Tesla $1. It's all been good, and hey, it's just another Tuesday, so you never know what's going to happen. Saudi Aramco sales plan apparently happening.
Yeah, I saw that Saudi Aramco. I'm out of Apple. I'm looking short in AMD. After what we saw already, like the way this market's starting to head down, if we just did not hold on to pre-market lows, we said we wait for that. Ooh. Now if it comes back in, I'm looking to short that same level. And the other one that we're going to like here, we already talked about. I'll get to BITF. I'm in and out of that one, although I guess it's not showing. Okay. They're not showing trades on BITF for some reason. That's fine. I'm in that one in the long on the NASDAQ. But Intel rejected 31 even. So new entrant. If the market's heading lower, rejected a double top. I want to short pops back into VWAP on that as well. But Apple not holding on to that 192. That's headed right back into the downside. GameStop is now holding at the bottom. So it bounced off 21.30. I'm looking long off of this bottom level on GameStop for the first time. 21 was the level that we liked over here on GME. So we're looking to get on the bid. Just got filled at 50s, and we'll go long in front of the current low.
Oh, man. Man, now we've got some like fresh fruit up in the building back there. Oh, no. So we've taken 3 trades today, Patrick. Every single trade now has touched $1 or more in the money. That's going to be 3 for 3 there today. And there it is. We're just, cheers. I mean, all right, here comes Amazon. Let's just get a piece out at 180. I mean, I don't know, maybe we're getting it a little too early. I mean, we talked about that. The trade that we liked up here was 181 short. We tried to get more. Missed it. There it goes, man. We are almost out of Tesla. Tesla has still have 20%. But, I mean, our out is 173. So it looks like we will give back our first out if it does break lower than this. I'm not really feeling the longs anymore. So, yeah, about that. we may just wind up getting out of everything. Apple, if it falls back into 31s, 91s, maybe we'll get out of that one right now. But we already have.
Wow, Andy.
I thought Apple was going to be the trade of the day. And then Amazon all of a sudden dropped into our lap. So this is what we're doing, man. If this is not trading, then I don't know what is. One in on Amazon, one in on Apple, right? One in on Tesla. I mean, this is it. We're trying to do better. We're trying to hold for a little bit longer. I think we might have found the magic sauce right here. All right, I'm going to take another piece out on Amazon, and then we'll work from there. What's up, Adara?
Couple updates here. For one, so just to clarify that Saudi Aramco story mentioned earlier. So Saudi Arabia is apparently set to announce that Aramco stock sale is planned as a plan for the Aramco stock sale as soon as this week, according to the Wall Street Journal. And they're set to raise $10 billion to $20 billion in this fresh sale. Also, keep an eye on Virgin Galactic here as well. SPCE up about 20%. Not seeing any news on this, but they are cracking above that $1 mark. Short float of about 25.5%. So SPCE and Saudi Aramco on watch, guys.
Oh, man.
All right, here comes a bit of a pop in AMD. If it gets to VWAP, I think this is going to be a fade. Obviously, this has been a weak one. GameStop does not hold on to the bottom, so we wait for the dip buy on GME. We get into it first time, and it just took out the low. So we'll take another shot maybe at the 21 level, but this is still going to be trend into the downside. Apple's right back at those lows. This is where we bought it the first time through. Has to hold on to this level, or we're waiting for 190 on Apple. Still falling with the rest of the market, everything going down, with the exception of NVIDIA. Like, NVIDIA is holding up pretty nicely. I did just mention Intel now at VWAP here. So I like the 31 short on Intel. Once we get into the 90s, going to be taking that. I am in and out of BITF if you're just joining now. They got an unsolicited offer for $2.30 from Riot Blockchain. So doing some scalping. When it makes a bottom, just getting in and out of this one. I'm not actually short. It's just those. I have a bunch of offers out. So it'll code some of my sells as purple, but I'm just getting in and out. I haven't taken a short on this.
All right, we tried a little bit more of Apple here, so we'll give back. We'll give back about 20%, especially if this doesn't hold. We're going to get out about 10 more cents, so a little bit of a break lower. There it is, not even 10 cents, my bad. We got out at 85 break. So we'll give back about 20% there of our Apple trade, just trying to go long 191 and trying to catch that knife. But that's a falling one for sure. So again, number one P&L stock by far. Well, it's Amazon now, but it was Apple easily, as Tesla's trying to hold out for it. We only have 3 trades on board so far. So let's go back over and look at GameStop and see if this one's doing anything. Down here at 21.50, maybe we are finding a bottom now on GameStop. I mean, there's a possibility here. That is a 200 period moving average all the way down there at 21, basically. So I don't mind that. I think you could catch some bids here off of 21 and change. I do have that break long on it at $23, but I guess that's not necessarily coming in right yet. So let's just punch long right now. We're long right now against $21 on GameStop. So again, fortune favors the bold, not the stupid. Let's see if we can make a better play here just by watching out GameStop, trying to play some bottoms right there. We are now long on GameStop, 59s. So we'll get a piece out if we can at 22, and then we say when moon, because we'll be there for that. So far, 3 for 3. If we take this out, it would be 4 for 4, but let's get going a little bit here on GameStop upside with Apple still cranking lower.
Yeah, Apple's now at the $0.50, so 190's incoming pretty quickly. We said sit it out. I'm sitting it out until that next level. We'll see if we can grab them. Sitting at about 10s, like 190, 10, or 12. Whichever one we happen to put in there. I just jumped into Intel in front of the 31 level, and AMD popping into VWAP. It's getting pretty darn close. So Friday's high, 167.70, VWAP at 167. That's the target area looking for the fade in AMD. If this is the bottom at 165, it's already got there once. I feel like I could have had this, but I was feeling the shorts a little bit better. If we double bottom there, I have no issues with an AMD scalp trade back into VWAP. On that one. So let's get back on over to Apple. I think that's going to be the next one to come and play at the 190 level, as Superman is still in the building.
Yeah, what's up, Superman? It's always nice to have a wingman. This guy's too much over here. What's up, Randy? All right, so here we go, man. I mean, look at Amazon. Look at Amazon right now, $1.20. I know we like Amazon. I mean, we've probably got a couple packages being delivered today, but there's Amazon right now delivering profits downside for us there. AMZN, again, the profit is what the profit is. And look at this play. Oh my gosh, right here, that is Tesla. Now, I remember I misspoke before when it was $1 in the money. We're now $2 right now in the money on Tesla. So this name working out pretty good here as we look to make some more profit as Tesla. Now $1 and $2 giving you of profit here because this one is a monster. It's Tesla. I mean, we still have 20% of that on board right now. So I mean, again, this is what trading is all about. Put on the trades, ring the registers, and we're here to do that. So registers being rung all over the place. We just have 4 trades today. Apple, the story speaks for that self. That's going to be PL number 2. Amazon, PL number 1. Boom. That's to the downside. GameStop, TBD on GME. And then Tesla right there. Obviously, we can see that. So we'll go 3 for 3, 4 for 4, sorry, waiting for GameStop to hit. So this is going to be one. We could take it out now for, again, 25 pennies, but let's see if we can really get going here and make today something special. So here it goes, man. Yeah, Randy. Randy is that star that we all know and love. So there he is. Shout out to Randy. But hey, this is a trading show, and this is why we put the positions at the bottom. This is why we talk about our trades. This is why you guys can talk to us in the chat at any time about anything that we're doing. Educating, showing you the style that we're trading, and hopefully putting some money into your pockets as well. So there it is, man. GameStop, let's go. Now it's 30 cents. See if we can get that fill at 22. It's been up here before and rejected off of us. So far, so good.
Yeah, so I see like, a couple people have mentioned the Virgin Galactic at $1. I just pulled it up 2 seconds ago. So I do see it over the dollar level. I generally like these breaks and holds of the dollar, but it has to kind of come back in. Maybe show me a little more volume in there as well. I just had the first short of the day for myself on Intel off the highs. It just took out the high, but then I realized, hey, it didn't take out the high, Neil. So it wicked. I see 3017 as the high, but 3016 just held currently. So it actually has not taken out the top, which means shouldn't be out of it. Going to get back in at 31, give it to the actual high of the day on Intel. And then going back over to Virgin Galactic, this would be that dollar level hold. If it pulls back in and holds a buck, I'd probably just go long 1s or 2s, give itself an out at 90. Apple, on the other hand, did not get down to the 190 level. It just bounced off 190.35. So it's in the pocket off this higher low. Off yesterday or Friday's bottoms or highs. So I want to see if we can get into this long. Might not wait for the 190 level. If it's just going to bottom here at 90.5, I'll take a shot at the 90.5 level back into VWAP before getting the 190 with any hope. So Intel's the only short we're in. We do like still a 21 level on GameStop. I've already taken one swing at. I'm going to take another at the actual $21 level. And as mentioned, Virgin Galactic, that dollar hold. We'll see what happens with it. But it's new on the radar here. And looks like the market is trying to make a bit of a bounce. I don't want Apple to get too far without me.
No. Okay, so Feds Kashkari speaking right now. We're nicely in the money everywhere, so we don't have too much to worry about. That Apple was a good one there at that bottom. We probably should have picked something up down there. It's kind of funny because AMD actually hits. Are you calling for Adara?
Why are we using?
I can hear Adara, but I can't hear you guys, so we'll have to.
Same.
Okay, we got it. Okay. All right, let's go to Adara then.
This part of the show brought to you by Vantage Point AI. Vantage Point software created by world-renowned trading software pioneer Louis B. Mendelsohn forecasts stocks, futures, Forex, and ETFs with a remarkable proven accuracy of up to 87.4%. Using artificial intelligence, Vantage Point's patented neural network predict changes in market trend direction 1 to 3 days in advance. Scan the QR code to learn more.
So,
right.
It's not just NVIDIA today. NVIDIA double top breaking out the highs, but ARM just took out the highs and is continuing to rally. Don't sleep on the 120 level. To me, ARM is a break above the 120. If it gets above that price, I think it's like hammer time, but 120 is where everything fell apart on this stock. So about $1 away. I don't really want to be chasing it. I just got first leg back out Why am I not long Bitfarm? Just got first leg back out on Intel. Remember I said it didn't break the high, but I got out of it? Okay, so I didn't jump right back in at the same price. But VWAP's now at the 90 level, so we're taking some profit on Intel right back into that 90 level. Still looking at NVIDIA, super strong. There was no dip buy to be had unless you wanted, like right at the open, you had to take 1,100. I said it could drop like 20 bucks like it did on Friday at the open. It obviously didn't do that, as you guys can clearly see. So NVIDIA might be a VWAP play or bust. I just got some Bitfarm and 13s. I'm just scalping in and out of BITF. You can also trade that in Toronto, which might be better because the book looks like it's trading a lot of quote stuffing happening on the BITF instead of clean printing. So I'm going to have a look at that one in Toronto, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, again, I want to just congratulate all the traders behind us. I mean, it's been such a big change, and I just want to say congratulations to all those traders behind us now. Starting to put up some big numbers, so that's very nice to see. Okay, right now the market still is one of those crazy things that we have going on right now, and we are just sitting out here trying to do what we're trying to do. Trying to hold on to Amazon, trying to look for that next trade. I know you were into DraftKings, so let's have a quick look at that one. Didn't get anywhere near where we were looking for. I'm looking for VWAP retracements back up to 37, 37.50. I mean, right now you continue to go downside here on this name. So again, a little bit of a surprise at how much it's going down, but I think both of us, we knew that we had feelings for DraftKings, and unfortunately, it was to the negative side. And I think that this is a story of just overblown a little bit, but again, you know, what wags the tail, right? I mean, if one state starts taxing a little bit more, obviously, then
nobody wants to be left out.
No one. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's not going to change. I mean, if they can get it through, and it's just like around here, man. A pack of cigarettes is, I think I was telling this story a couple weeks ago. It's like $21 or $22 here. A 25, thank you. A case of beer here. So 24 Budweiser here is like $35, $40.
Soon to be in a convenience store near you.
Right,
so.
and super expensive. All of the stuff here, like anything that you could possibly be addicted to, the government is all about it. So again, gambling, join the club right now. So yeah, that's going to be a problem, obviously, looking forward for DraftKings. But I still like the story, and I still think it's going. Pardon? It is now. There's a couple things happening now, including what we were talking about.
True.
But more importantly, what's happening now is Adara at the big desk and these stocks.
We're getting a number here, CB Consumer Confidence, to come in for the month of May. Previous 97.0, consensus 95.9, and the actual number 102, so pretty much higher than the consensus forecast and the previous number. A little bit of a move up here in the S&P 500, but both NASDAQ and the SPY slightly negative to flat here on the day. We have a slew of comments coming in from Feds Kashkari, most of which here are going to be fairly hawkish, as he is known for as of late, saying that the short-term neutral rate may have gone up temporarily, also saying that he doesn't think anyone has taken rate increases off the table. So definitely some hawkishness coming out of Feds Kashkari, and some names to keep an eye on here as we head into the rest of the session, including NVIDIA holding up pretty well here. A little bit of resistance, but up almost 5%. General post-earnings strength, and also some reports here coming out from the information that Elon Musk's xAI is planning to build a supercomputer with some of these NVIDIA H100 chips. We also have DraftKings continuing to the downside, down over 12% right now. The Illinois Senate approving this 2025 budget, which includes a pretty significant sports betting tax hike. So a couple interesting names to keep an eye on as we head into the rest of this short and trading week, guys.
You know, right?
Yes, sir. And speaking of names to keep track of, AMD for a second just there was red again. We said we wanted to wait for VWAP in there on AMD. This is it tagging VWAP. It then broke 167 down. I just scalped some 80 to 50s, looking for a reload off of VWAP and then a play back into the low. While that was happening, Apple bounced off like 190.5 we mentioned. So 190 never came into play. 190.5 just bounced, looking for a play back into VWAP. Apple is trend down with two lower highs, lower lows, and potentially another lower high coming in here on Apple. So despite the good news, Apple heading in to the downside. NVIDIA just double topped as well. So watch out for anybody in the longs. With NVIDIA carrying a lot of the strength today, it just double tapped. And if we break VWAP in here, the trend upside breaking in NVIDIA could bode poorly for the overall market. Still not in GameStop. It got pretty close to 21. Why do I see 19 as a low? That can't be right. But 21 coming in, incoming for GameStop. I said I wanted a test of Virgin Galactic at $1. It's just bounced off 102 like 5 or 6 times here. So it looks like the resistance going to be, or the support's going to be at the 102. I might try to grab 3s in here with the 99 stop on Virgin Galactic. Up 22%, but they're just trying to stay compliant at this point.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw that story. That's a good one. All right, so we just got filled up on a reload of Amazon at 50 there. So let's take some out at 40 as that just came in real quick. Upside, and then now we'll see if we can take advantage of the downside. So there it is, another take for us right there on Amazon. Let's see. We wanted to stick with what's been working. So I just went back to the well, and honestly, like, hey man, if it's not dry, let's just keep doing it. But if it does take this 180.50, then we're gone. Look, I mean, we like the stock to short it, but if this market's going to sort of reverse back to the upside here, fine. We did get a good number there from Adair Consumer Confidence, 96 versus 97. So you're saying, oh, that's probably bad. But again, remember, we're in that different area right now where I'm not sure if good is bad or bad is good or what to think about anymore. So we'll wait to see about this one. We're almost out. If this takes out, I should tell you the stop 70s. So if this takes out 70s, we're gone. I'm going to take a piece out here at 60 if we can. Obviously, it hasn't been working right now. We'll see if we can take a 10-cent hit because we took some profit for 10 cents. There it goes. Oh, no, Amazon. So it looks like we'll give a little bit back here on our Amazon trade from the early morning, but oh, no, don't. There it goes. Okay, so we will slap a fail on the reload of Amazon there. This not all stocks are the same, but right there, Amazon, nice move back, upside right there. Generally, I'll try to take it off the 200 period, especially a name that I thought was weaker, but the market is really starting to go. That Apple, what a good move off 190 there. It's too bad. We're still up on it, but we couldn't hold it that far down. And then right now, you know, the bell of the ball
That was a strong number.
is Tesla. I mean, right now, $2 in the money, starting to go back upside. We nailed this one. We should have bought that 174 again. That's that sticky note level, but we're pretty happy with the performance so far here today. As DJT, that's the last. So today, I think, is the closing case or arguments or whatever it is today. I believe they can just, I don't know if they're actually.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, like, I don't know if they're deliberating today. I don't know anything. But other than I heard on the way, I heard on the way in today that it's potentially finishing off today or tomorrow, latest this week. So we're gonna wait to see. Keep your ears posted for DJT coming through as well. I still want to short Amazon, but not yet. I don't know. DraftKings is still going down, right? Alibaba is trying to break through 80. Alibaba's been, again, a good name. Like I really
It's
like
not at
this
80
name,
yet,
but
though.
it's not at 80. It's at 80.50. But again, like that's 80 would be the better level. Yeah.
I want 80, nothing else on them. On this week in Alibaba, it's 80 or bust.
still think I like this short.
Unless it's breaking out 83s, which obviously you guys can see it's not breaking out 83s anytime soon. Just trying to reload Intel. If we get 31s in here, that's not a New York stock. But if Intel takes out this top, I mean,
exactly is it?
I haven't really thought longs in Intel for a while. But if this is breaking 3110, Intel looks like a long above 3110. So I'll reload this one. The high of the day is like 3106, as I mentioned before. Apple's trying to get back into VWAP here. Obviously, it trending to the downside, but the market catching a bid on a good consumer confidence number ultimately. If we reject VWAP, then I jump out of Apple and look for another re-entry. Just got to be patient with it. ARM's getting close to 120, but it's not at 120 just yet, so we want to give it a little bit of space. And Virgin Galactic, it might have missed, you probably had the take 2s in there. I missed a chance at some 3s. It's stair step up, but I'm not chasing Virgin Galactic. There will be a dip in this stock that you can participate in, I think. I mean, it's going to pull back some point, and when it does is when I'm more interested. I'm not chasing any highs on this name. GameStop, I had one shot in it. It didn't hold on to the quarters. Now it's making some higher lows, so a bit of a double bottom and a rounded bottom. I'll take another shot at this if we get those quarters, but I like to tighter to that 21 even level. So we'll see if we can get that one on the bid. Starting to wake up a little bit on GME. And ARM is getting really close to breaking 120. Wow, 20 cents away here on ARM.
I just want everyone, so right now today, so we already got out some at 22. We talked about that on GameStop. So already that's a hot dog gun. We tried to buy more down here at 21. Honestly, I was at 21.10. It went to 21.13s. 21.15s, so that's a missed opportunity. Still want to get some back in on GameStop. If we can get some lower bids, we will take it. But so far today, just to show you what real trading's about, Apple, 1 for 1, right? Amazon, we did give some back. We're back into it. We don't want to give our whole day back, but we'll short the same area we were before, 2 for 2. GameStop, you can see that take right there. That's only 40 cents, but trying to get more on that one, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. And then Tesla. Still upside right now at the 50-period moving average. Let's see where that one wants to go. So, I mean, right now it's been a big day for us. We're going to go 4 for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4, and then just wait for a better opportunity. And I think on Amazon, look, I mean, we had a huge move up. We had a huge move up in the futures, fine. I'm actually talking myself into taking some more. There we go, we took some more 88s there. So we're taking some more up here, futures upside right here. If we do fail back, I like the chance to put Amazon on the board again. So we'll just put that in and see if we get a fill on that one. And then after that, it's pretty simple for me. Not much else. We talked about BABA down there. On the sticky note, we have GME, Apple, and then, I know you just mentioned NVIDIA, but let's just have a quick little look here to see if anything is indeed happening with AMD. So AMD gets down to, we wrote down 164. We wrote down 166. What am I even doing? Okay, so we should have been long already. Oh man, I thought we wrote 164. All right, but AMD, good buy opportunities. We should have had that down there at 166. So let's now pay a little more attention and try to get that. So far so good, man. Yeah, SPC. I know some of you guys are talking about that. Neil was or is looking at it.
I mean, it's making power moves. Like I said, I'm not chasing Virgin Galactic, but it's now up 33%. Remember, it's a penny stock, so percentages they're not meaningless. But you're going to be chasing this all the way to. I guess it looks like 130 is a big level here, 1/4 to 130. But I do like this over the dollar. We'll get back to it at some point. I just don't want to be up at the top. I still think there's a chance at the defense of a dollar. ARM broke 120, and I didn't get the fill on the break. Just to be clear, I am long ARM, but I did not get the actual breakout on ARM. I had to get the dip back in there. I crossed to 22, and it failed to, I guess it went to like 30 or something. So I chased it to 31, scalped the first dollar. There's a chop zone from here to 122 even. And if it gets through that, that's this area here. When it died, it was at like 122. So 120 to 122 is one level. And then I think 22 to 25 is another on ARM. This is where everything fell apart. So I think it's a key price. Nice battle's going to get waged here. Now that it's gone to 21, my stop is underneath 120 even. But it's a rocket ship to the upside for ARM. I thought it was going to be NVIDIA that was leading the way today in the chips. I didn't even have the 120 that we talked about last week on ARM set. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, ARM, ARM, ARM. I'm like, oh yeah, 120 going to be in place. So NVIDIA's not even through its high as ARM continues to rally to the upside. Intel still holding underneath the high. It did this little wick underneath 3110. I tried to get short on the way back down in. As you can see, I missed the fill. I'll still short it, but if this breaks 3110, I think Intel's even a long at this point.
All right. I like Intel. I mean, we talked about that. I think they're going to have a computer super cycle coming up soon, and Intel is in that. So I like that. And yeah, Adam, don't. I'm just upset that I missed the AMD trade. I'm not even upset. I didn't realize it had gone all the way down there. Obviously, it's a trophy day. We've talked about that. So you got to be happy there when you're on that podium at some point. But 181. We just took another reload up there. So I am going to take another fill down here for that 15 cents. We just got another 95, and Amazon's right back. So we just got that 81 and 82 down there on Amazon. So I don't know, man. The market. Remember, we made a lot of money short early, and now we're just in the $2 winner on Tesla and 40 cents now on GameStop. Hopefully that continues to rip through 22, but the market could flip on us now. So we have to be careful with some of these positions. But again, I love the new style. More chilling out, waiting for those best opportunities. And look what we've traded today. Tesla, sticky note. Apple, sticky note idea number 1. DraftKings just couldn't get into it, but that would have been a moneymaker. And then GameStop long as well, which we're in. So far so good here, but the day can turn around on you very, very quickly. So with that being said, we're going to watch out for Amazon. We already have our stop up here at 181.40s. So if we get, is that right? Yeah, well, that's 40. Maybe I should put it a little bit higher. That is actually 40. That's 36. Let's go. So 40 is fine. So we're going to be up there at that level to see if we get stopped out or not. But if we do, then we're gone. So let's put that in right now. 181. Mine was at 36. We don't want to be right there. Let's just go to 42 and then mark it out of 100% of it if we're wrong, because we've done that too many times where you sit there, and we've talked about that. It was Lucy. There was another stock for me on Friday as well, where you sit there and you're like, I like this trade, but I don't want to overtrade it. So I think for Amazon, we could get into that realm where we start over trading it a little bit because of this first success. So I think psychologically, and by the way, we just reloaded Amazon again upside there at O's. As we come back in, let's take another profit spot. And this is just what we do. We always talk about different styles. Well, I mean, if that's scalping right there, we just got in at O's, out at 15s, and it's just stacking it up right now. So it's only 10, 12. We're very, very comfortable. And I'm going to hit Randy up for another cup of Java because this is very, very cold. And I could get another one. So you let me know, because I'm going to hit up.
I'm good. Actually, you know what? I am going to need another one. I was about to say I'm good, and then I just picked this sucker up, and it's like I got like 2 gulps left. Although it is still warm because my heater, thank you, Obi, works perfectly well. So we got a couple of movers here. Obviously, Apple's going, chips are going, ARM is continuing to hold its strength. But I just saw, wow, I wasn't even, we were talking about Ford, but kind of just because Randy had brought it up when he was sitting in your desk, and the context was if Ford can't hold $11.80, it would look pretty nasty. I had no reason to think that could actually happen today, but Ford just lost a 200-period moving average, and the market, while being flat, this is down 2.5 points. Not looking the best here for Ford. I might favor the shorts here back in that 200-period moving average, so that would be VWAP for them. Apple needs to get to that 123 level. Oh, and we did not mention this. I know we mentioned Coinbase was at the high. Triple top for Mara up here. If it gets there, Mara once, twice, thrice, 2175. Here on Mara. Talk about levels that you didn't think would come into play, but that looks like a nice breakout there for MARA. Coinbase couldn't do it. This is Coinbase trying to break the 240. It's trying to get back up there again, but Mara says, no, we're good. We'll just go ourselves. And remember, maybe a little bit of sympathy with this Bitfarm, potential deal with Bitfarm and Riot. So let's go into the upside as well.
All right. See the latest post. That's right. I had to edit it because I said, what's up to Mondays? Again, so we'll go to the moon. Will we? Hit the sirens. You shouldn't be apes riding rockets. I mean, you got to hit the sirens when you see that. There's something wrong. All right, there goes GME right now. We're in the money pretty nicely as it's starting to go. And by the way, remember what we said, tisk on me for getting out. But well, not really. I was happy to get out where we did because it just allowed us to do exactly what we just did right there. Go right back to the well and reload our number 1 stock right there, Amazon. And now we're really starting to get going, man. This has been, again, I mean, I'm just glad. I'm not glad that Sharif's not here, obviously, but I'm glad to have Obi filling in. So he'll be all over a lot of these names here today. I don't know if he's trading Amazon or not, but Amazon right now, by far, it's not even close, the number 1 stock here, Amazon for me. And then Tesla's getting up there too, because I mean, look, I understand maybe $1 is not great for a lot of you, but how does $2 sound? How does $2.50 sound right now on Tesla? So far today, just some of the picks that we've been giving you. It's 4 for 4 time. It's Apple, it's a monster. It's GameStop trying to go still. I don't know. Take it out if you want to. I'm already going to hold it for a little bit on GameStop to be there. And then Tesla, of course, one of the biggest ones here. So far, so good. And then we did miss. We missed AMD on Friday. We still had a huge day. We missed AMD today. and we've already told you the day it's been. So unfortunately, AMD will be sort of the thorn in my side, because if we just had those, we'd be a little bit better off. But you know what? We're not going to complain about the day that we've been having. So it's been an absolutely fantastic one. We had a great weekend full of everything, practices, games. We have another practice tonight. It doesn't stop over there. So we're just going to keep on pushing forward, man. No rest for the wicked, but just wicked trades. So right there, I hope you enjoy it, man. $2.50 in the money, Neil, for Tesla, 50 cents in the money for GameStop, $1 for Amazon and Apple's PL1. So we're putting on a show here.
No doubt about it. The longs are actually still right back into play. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, man.
Well, Apple could pull back in. Remember, okay, so lower highs in here on Apple. I'm trailing this now because it's still trend down. I know it's been bouncing off the levels that we like, but it's lower highs. And unless it holds VWAP right in here, this could head right back into the bottom. I just got a reload on Intel above that 31 level, so it's just wicked the top one more time. I still say if it breaks 31.10, this is a reversal long with a bit. It's like 2% up if it gets to 31.6 from 31. So that's a pretty sizable gap that Intel has above 31.10. So I am reversing into a long on that one. K-Debs just said, any thoughts on Rivian? I hadn't looked at Rivian today until just now. It's in the middle of nowhere. I think if you had this stock, it needed to already have been the first breakout, and it just bounced off the breakout price at 10.45. So, you know, maybe you can get to this fresh high at 10.75, and then you can go again. But I'm not chasing that. At the end of the day, I think you want to be in them early. That's why you pay attention to the key levels. ARM just bounced, headed back into the high of the day. If it doesn't hold 120, I think it can go to VWAP. So I'm now getting out under 120, and I'm holding for 125. If we get to VWAP, we get to VWAP, and we'll talk about that one if and when it does get there. Virgin Galactic, I only chuckle at Virgin Galactic because remember I said there was going to be a dip? Thank you so much, Randy. I said there'd be a dip on Virgin Galactic. Well, there was, but it didn't get to $1.
Randy, I have to show you something,
110
Randy.
only on Virgin Galactic.
Randy, this is a buy, my guy. Thank you for warming up the chair. Much appreciated. It's now almost $3 in the money, and your trade of the day.
Buy those dips.
Thank you for the good vibes here today on the chair. So there it is, Randy. This guy's too much. I love Randy. Here we go. All right, so Amazon. So again, cash is out at the 200 period, right? But we are starting to go back up to the upside. We did talk about where we're trying to get out, 181.40. So we do have a reload coming up here for Amazon. It's in the 20s. Let's try Amazon-ish. I mean, how high did we get up before? I mean, now that we're kind of cruising up here, a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, I didn't expect this. And when something happens that you don't expect, you gotta rewind and figure out what you're doing. So we're gonna wait a little bit here on Amazon before averaging into this one. Not great rate there. You want me to talk about Palantir? I mean, I love Palantir, but Palantir's down at 20 bucks. Well, not anymore. All right, was and is still in the penalty box. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Palantir these days, but it's just not performing that well. We had a little bit of a moonshot there in DraftKings and Palantir and some of these other names as well. But for right now, I got it. Palantir in and around 20 half. I like the stock there, and I think it's worth a buy. I love the long-term possibilities here on Palantir. And before we go to small cap recap, Snowflake 155. I always think about them together. Snowflake moving around on earnings a little bit, down 1%. Small cap recap, kill them with kindness.
IW making a nice little recovery here off of the low of day, slightly positive on the day and seeing a little bit of a bounce here. Let's see if it can continue with this doji candle on the 3-minute chart, but decent volume for the Russell 2000 as we start this holiday shortened week. INSM, Insmed, still to the upside here, falling down a little bit, but still up over 100%. This is a bit of a larger small cap, market cap of around $3.5 billion and put a $45 name right now, but trading higher after announcing some positive top-line steady results. So nice look for INSM. We also have Predictive Oncology here, POAI. This one, again, petering out a little bit, but it's trading higher initially after some positive ovarian cancer-related results here. Last but not least, Virgin Galactic, SPCE. Neil was mentioning this one earlier as well. Nice look for this one. No catalyst, but we do have 25.5% short float for SPCE to the upside here, guys.
Yeah, we were just wondering about the catalyst there, but
Well, it's because I was like, what's the catalyst again? And then I was
little
looking
short
for it.
float.
There isn't one, and that is the answer to that question. I did take the break.
Amazon
Wanted to
getting
get an order
juicy.
on Virgin Galactic, but I'm gonna back off. Like I said, I don't want to chase it. I thought there might have been some kind of a catalyst, but there's literally nothing with that. So maybe we'll actually let it get back into $1 instead of chasing 110. So I was gonna bid 12s and 13s. I've just canceled them, but we got into Mara on this triple top the last 3 days. Bit of a breakout here, trying to form there on MARA. We already had a big move up on Coin that faded the high. Mara trying to do a similar thing, and then BIT. I hadn't been into BITF in a bit, but if you remember, for anybody that was following along, BITF holding 2110 or so, that bottom, this bottom here, 2110, corresponding to last week's highs, but it's a $2.30 potential offer here, and that's, to me, a bit of a cap on the stock. So I'm going to be scalping it long. I don't think it breaks 230 unless something crazy happens, but I'm trying to get this at VWAP as it's trying to catch a bit of a bid here on BITF, but everything's going to be scalp trades on the stock.
All right. Look, we created these little GIFs because I thought they were really fun and really funny. So we're just going to keep hitting them because if you just sit here and listen to me talk all day, it's going to be a bad experience. So we're going to start to hit some of these things and start to clean it up a little bit. Look at Amazon. Nice move to the downside, but not really. We just covered some there in the low teens. So again, we are pretty nervous about it. I'm starting to get out some. We're out of half already of this brand new position. So if it breaks through 181.40, we're gone. Amazon could go here. There is no doubt about that. And look, a big shout out to one of, again, the original, if I can find it, Hydration Nation members right here. So shout out to Shakib. I know you've been here for 5 years, and this means a lot. Followed your improvement for over 5 years now, Sean Daly. You were a sensei, now a professional. So I hopefully I can still be both, but at the same point, we're just here to trade, man, and I'm just trying to improve every single day, and I'm glad that it's noticeable. And I mean, I hope that a lot of you are seeing what we're doing, and that's why I keep telling you what we're up on the day or down on the day. Like we're 4 for 4. Here today, even though we just lost on Amazon, we'll go 4 for 4. And the reason why we're doing that is so you could see the continued improvement. And you could see that it's possible to put up some numbers here, make reasonable trades, be a little more calm. And Shakib, I mean, you know that. We used to trade a lot of names, a lot of names. And right now I'm just working on trying to find better ones and just trying to find the best spot for me to be in as a trader. And again, that's why. You like to trade Alibaba and some of those names. A lot of traders will like, Alibaba, come on. That's going to be a big name for me, I hope. At the end of the day, it's like trade the best way you can and try to be part of that 2%. It's very, very hard. What's up, Hydration Nation? Jarhead, there's another one. Jarhead it's been in the house, so. What?
Oh yeah, I muted myself because I had to get up. That's the other thing too, and Jar, we appreciate all of you guys, but you have to trade your own style. Like I'll take different stocks in different setups. Like I have 2 breakouts that were levels we liked that weren't even close to where they were. One we had mentioned all week last week, which was ARM at 120. That didn't seem all that likely when we're at 115, but it came into play. We're still in it. Just an update. I now have a trail at the half dollar 122 half. Bit of a push up just now in ARM, but look where the future just got to on the NASDAQ. Right into overnight, there's your overnight support levels. So if we turn here at like 18.9, 18.9, 10, I could expect a little bit of a dip, and we're now in that bigger pocket of the breakout trade. So if we don't hold on to 122.5, it's getting a little bit extended. If we hold it, I'm just going to hold the 125, consistently moving the trail higher and higher as it continues to go. So for myself, like AMD, we'll be up significantly more than anything we lose on an AMD short. Took a couple of shots, but you just get out of it. That's a failed breakout short off a VWAP trade that I like on AMD. So I'm going to take that setup when it's there. Only